Welcome back to TaraChessAcademy, and get ready because today we're going to go on a hunt.
What hunt? What hunt?
A king hunt.
Oh, I see. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, so let's start with the positions that we prepared for today. As you can see, we're gonna play black. It looks like most of black pieces are pretty close to the white's king position. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, Tara, maybe you have some ideas.
So whenever I'm thinking about going on a king hunt, I always look at checks because checks are like the guiding moves because they help us start to analyze things and analyze sacrifices and all those kind of stuff. So let me just tell you a couple of the checks I noticed. I noticed knight to b6 check. I noticed queen captures b2. So those are some of the checks. But let me think about the captures because I always like to look for the checks, captures, and threats. I noticed bishop captures b2, queen captures b2, and that's about it for the captures. And for the threats, I think we could play knight to e4, but I don't really like this move too much because the bishop would capture us, then we capture the queen. It's kind of like a desperado tactic. If you don't know what desperado means, it's where the it's where both of the sides make the similar kind of moves and it gets to a really tricky and complicated position. So how about we start with the checks first? Let's consider knight to b6, perhaps.
Yeah, so let's start with knight b3. It's not just a check, but it's also a fork. And as you can see, position of the black bishops is pretty good. And also the light square bishop, yeah, doesn't let the white king to move at all. So that's why no choice for white. The only possible move is to capture the knight with a pawn. So let's see if there is a possible way to improve black's position and attack.
Okay, so again, you know that I like to look for checks, captures, and threats. I don't see any good checks. In fact, I don't see any checks. As far as the captures go, I notice queen captures bishop, which is not great because I lose my queen. I also notice queen captures b3.
B3. Yeah, in this position, I think maybe that would be pretty good for white to play knight d4. So c2 is defended, there is no mate in one, and we attack the queen and the bishop. We also block diagonal for the dark square bishop, so um, this move doesn't look great. I'm talking about queen takes b3. So that's why black should try something else to improve attack.
Right, so now let's consider the threats we can make. So I'm looking at queen to a6 with the idea of moving my queen to a1 to make a backrank checkmate. So I think that white wouldn't easily allow us to make a checkmate. They might play something like bishop to d3, which in that case, when we move our queen to a1, the bishop, although it could move back to b1, is that the best move?
Bishop
Oh no,
b1 is possible, but also the white bishop is blocking diagonal for the black bishop, so that's why the king escapes.
right. So after this, I notice a mate in one. So the move I see is queen captures b2 checkmate.
Yeah. So queen takes b2 is mate. Yeah, we shouldn't forget about the dark square bishop. So as you can see, bishop d3 doesn't help at all. If bishop would go to b1, yeah, we can just play queen takes b1. So maybe instead of bishop d3, white can try something else. Yeah, of course, white doesn't want to be mated in one move, and maybe white can try to move the queen away from d2 and to get the square for the king. It's very good for us that we don't let the white queen to check the king, yeah, because queen d7 or queen d8 wouldn't make any sense. Also, the queen can't move anywhere on d file, yeah, because we control all the squares. So I think there are two moves. It could be like queen e1 or queen b4. I think I would start with queen b4. Looks like more active position for the queen. So Tara, what happens after queen b4? What would you do for black?
So after queen b4, I noticed a really powerful check, which is queen to a1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. King d2 is the only move.
And then I can play queen captures b2 check. The king can escape to e1.
Mm-hmm.
And now pause the video if you haven't found the best move already. Are you back? Did you find bishop to c3 check? If you did, congratulations.
Yeah, so bishop c3 and we win the queen. Yeah. So captures, and of course, position is absolutely winning for black. Black has a queen for two pieces, a knight and the bishop, two extra pawns, so weak position of the king. Yeah, so maybe we can even capture this pawn too. So I mean, there is nothing white can do, probably just like resign here.
Right. So as you can see, in both cases, we would get a really strong position. In one, we would be able to make a checkmate and there would be nothing stopping it. And in this case, we can't make a checkmate, but we get to win a queen. And I love winning the queen. I could win a queen any day. Winning a queen is so much fun.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to others. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye.